This is going to be the only video you'll ever need to watch about your metabolism again. So when someone refers to their metabolism being fast or slow, or that it needs a reboot, we'll get to why that is absolute BS later. What they're actually referring to is how their body burns calories on a daily basis. So can we even change this? Yes and no. I know, what a prick. Don't you just hate it when someone tells you that answer? Well, at least you know I'm gonna give you the actual facts, and this will help you spot a marketing scheme from a mile away. So there's 4 ways that we burn calories, and I'm gonna use this big ass long black and these 3 glasses of cordial to explain it to you. So this coffee represents your BMR. Now that stands for basal metabolic rate, and basically whenever someone refers to your metabolism, this is basically what they're referring to. So you can't change this necessarily, we'll touch on that in a second, but this is who you are. So your weight, your height, your age, and your gender. So this would equate to roughly 60% of the calories that you burn every single day. The other thing that we have to keep in mind about your BMR is genetics play a massive role in this, and they can't be overlooked. So we can take someone that has the exact same age, weight, height, gender, and they could both burn 2 entirely different amounts of calories at rest doing nothing. So we have you, and then we have what you do on a daily basis that burns the rest of the calories. So as you can see, your NEAT, or your non-exercise activity thermogenesis, basically just means everything you do on a daily basis that isn't exercise. So your daily steps, fidgeting with my hands right now, that all goes into this glass here. Now this takes up about 20% of the calories we burn on a daily basis. So as you can see, just what you do on a daily basis, moving around, and who you are, that equates to the biggest portion of calories that we burn on a daily basis, about 80%. Now moving on to this glass here, we have your EAT, or your exercise activity thermogenesis. All that means is all of your training, your sports, your cardio, anything that's structured exercise is this glass here. Now, as you can see, that is not much calories burned at all. That's about 10% of your daily calories burned. And then lastly, we have TEF, or thermic effect of food. And as you can see, that's not much either. That's also about 10%. Now, what that one means is just whenever we eat food, our body burns calories digesting it, and therefore takes up about 10% of our total daily calories. Now, like we just spoke about, you can't necessarily change your BMR, but what we can do, this kettle is representing building lean muscle. Over the years, we can add some more body weight in the form of lean muscle. Now, as you can see there, unfortunately, it's a very slow process, and it does take a long time. So I definitely think that you should still focus on this. To me, it's just another reason why you should be weight training, but unfortunately, this isn't going to change the amount of calories that you burn today, or even next month, or possibly even in a few months' time. This is a long-term thing, years down the track, but it is worth mentioning because it does help. But here's the good news. Like we said, we can alter these ones ever so slightly, and this is what you should be focusing on. So we have our NEAT. Like we said, this takes up roughly 20% of our daily calories. What you can do starting today to start burning more calories and to boost your metabolism, of course, we know that's not actually what it does. We're just burning more calories by adding in more daily movement. So this might be parking further away, wearing a smartwatch, and racking up more daily steps. Whatever it is, that's the only way you can really track it, is your daily steps. But if you're moving more on a daily basis, we can increase this NEAT, and you will start to burn more calories, making it easier to lose body fat. Next, we have our EAT. Now, generally speaking, you probably can't change this if you're already training properly, say 3 to 5 times a week. Of course, if you're doing 3 sessions, you could go to 4. If you're doing 4, you could go to 5. But of course, with that, there is a diminishing return. And like I always teach my clients, we shouldn't be looking at our training and exercise as a form of burning calories, in my opinion, because that is just not a healthy mindset. It's also just going to put you on this merry-go-round that you're never going to be able to get off. What we should be doing is using our training, our weight training, our cardio, our sports to increase muscle mass, which long-term will help this a little bit, but generally get stronger, be more cardiovascular fit, and just generally more healthy. So of course, if you aren't training at all, you could add a little bit to that one, and of course that's going to increase the amount of calories you burn on a daily and more likely a weekly basis. And then lastly, we have our thermic effect of food. Now you're probably thinking you can't increase that. You can slightly. So protein has the highest thermic effect of food, basically meaning if you were to get 500 calories from steak and 500 calories from lollies, your body will burn more calories eating the steak than it will the lollies. So if you eat a high protein diet on a daily basis, that's probably about it. You can increase that a touch. But here's the thing, especially these two, and of course, like we said, this one, they're long-term things. These two, it's barely gonna make a difference. There are other things that people claim to speed up your metabolism, like taking ice baths, taking saunas, drinking green tea, eating spicy food, drinking cold water, and other stuff like that. And without us needing to go down the absolute rabbit hole, if these actually work, how much they work, I've already done that for you, and I can promise you they are so minimal that it would literally be like someone without any money and without a job looking into crypto investments being like, which Bitcoin should I buy? Which Dogecoin should I buy? It literally makes 0 sense. I'm not sure if that analogy worked, but hopefully you get the point. So as you can see, this just leads us straight back to the basics of how to burn more calories, because that's what you really want. It doesn't matter if you speed up your metabolism or not. If you're burning more calories on a daily basis, then you will find it easier to lose body fat and stay leaner. So there are a few things that will actually help this. Number one, like we already spoke about, is move more, increase your daily steps. Number two is to weight train. Number three is to eat a high protein diet. And number four is to blame your parents for shitty genetics. So hopefully now you realize that whenever someone is trying to sell you their metabolic reboot, metabolism blasting supplements, 6-week metabolism boosting program, it's absolute marketing BS, and you can run the other way. Simply focus on the things that you can control and just stop looking for that miracle supplement or that miracle program that's gonna do all the work for you and boost your metabolism so you never have to watch what you eat again. I seriously hope that video was helpful, and of course we know to lose body fat you need to keep your calories under control. If you wanna check out 5 of my favorite foods to eat when I'm trying to lose body fat, then check out this video here.